Hi guys, Christina with Forever Bored Soapery here. Today I am testing out my new pH meter. I went and got myself a digital pH meter. It's the Vivosun, Vivosun. Um, I thought I would give it a go. I have been using test strips prior, but I know they're not super accurate. And I had a soap that was made in one of my classes by one of my participants that I had a lot of questions on. So I wanted to be sure that it was not a lye heavy soap, even though it looked really good visibly. I just wanted to give it a double check and make sure. And I thought this was a good time to test out a new pH meter and see how it does. So I got this guy in, and so far I'm just kind of going through the manual here and seeing what I have to do. So the first step was to calibrate it, just to make sure that the base reading is correct to start off with. So that's what I'm doing here now. I've put in the pH powder that it requires, and I have to let it sit for 5 minutes, I think. And then once it's done, after the 5 minute mark, then I can come back and you just press the calibration button for like 5 seconds. And then it's going to flash 3 times and it should come back up and say 6.86. So that's what I'm working on now. I just want to make sure it's fully calibrated and everything is good there. So it's going to take just a little while for that to do its thing. It does talk about stirring it in the water as well, so I'm doing that also. I did use distilled water for this. It was recommended and it totally makes sense. You don't want anything in your tap water messing with your pH levels, that sort of thing. The soap that the client or customer had made in class was non-goat's milk soap, but it did have the bourbon apple fragrance in it, which was one of my favorites. And what ended up happening with her soap is it riced, I think, like crazy. It was just terrible. Everything just separated, it wouldn't combine together. It was just being a total pain in the butt. Eventually, I was able to get it to go together, but I had her make a separate soap for her take-home batch because I just didn't trust this batch with how it was reacting, and I didn't want her to not have the skills to be able to make sure it was a safe soap. So kept that one back just until I had tested it. And then I promised her a bar out of this batch as well if it turned out okay, because she really, really liked the bourbon apple fragrance. So I think I'm just playing with this thing here. Um, I did find when I opened it up, it did say 6.86 right off the hop. So that was good. Um, I wasn't too terribly concerned about it with the use. It's pretty straightforward. It only has like 2 buttons on it, your on off and your calibrate, so it's nothing too tricky. And here I'm just trying to do that whole press 3 times and get it to the 6.86. And it just was giving me a little bit of trouble there. I tried it a couple times and then finally got it to work out for me. So I'm not sure what I was doing wrong, but I got it to work. The picture there was just a photo of the soap we're going to test here. And I've already got it diluted here in the water. So I did 99% distilled water and 1% of my soap. And then I just let it sit overnight so it could fully dissolve down and then stirred it all up really good. And now I'm just letting it sit together to see what's up. So I can't remember how long I had to leave this for. I'm just checking here to see if I can remind myself. I'm talking about his calibration, sorry. Did this the other day and now I can't remember. Check the reading, check the cap. 30 seconds, nothing major. So I'm just hanging out. Nothing's changing though. I'm watching it. It's just hanging at 6.86. Yeah, basically super, super easy to do. I'm not sure if I'll recommend this meter yet. It's the first time I've used it. I'd like to use it a few more times. But if you guys have any thoughts on this particular digital thermometer, digital pH meter, or another one, definitely feel free to share it with me. Thanks so much, and hope you have a great day. May you be forever bored.